Your mechanic does not want you to know this one thing about your car's AC system, and it could save you almost $400 this summer. Right now, thousands of drivers are pulling into shops with weak AC, paying for a full recharge, and driving away with the exact same problem 2 weeks later. There is a reason for that. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what your mechanic is not telling you, and you will be able to fix it yourself in your own driveway for less than the cost of a fast food meal. Here's the problem almost every driver runs into. It is the middle of summer, the sun is brutal, you get in your car, crank the AC, and instead of cold air, you get lukewarm air that barely does anything. So you take it to the shop. They hook up a machine, tell you the refrigerant is low, charge you somewhere between $150 and $400, and send you on your way. For a week or two, it feels great. Then slowly, the cold air fades again. Sound familiar? That is because a recharge without finding the actual leak is like filling a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You're treating the symptom, not the cause, and shops know this. A full recharge is quick money. Finding and sealing a tiny leak takes time, and time is not what most shops want to spend on a $50 job when they can sell you a $400 one instead. Now, let me take you back a bit. Before cars had fancy electronic diagnostics, mechanics, and even regular guys working on their own trucks had a whole set of manual checks they would run every single summer before the heat hit. It was just routine, like changing your oil. Nobody waited for the AC to fail. They caught the warning signs early, using nothing but their eyes, their ears, and a few basic tools. This kind of preventative check has mostly disappeared, partly because cars got more complicated and people got scared to touch anything under the hood themselves. And partly, honestly, because the auto repair industry makes a lot more money when you wait until something breaks completely instead of catching it early. There is no profit in you doing a 5-minute check in your driveway. So that knowledge just quietly faded out of common use. But here's the good news. It is not complicated. It is not outdated. It still works perfectly on modern cars, and I'm going to walk you through the entire thing right now. Step 1, and this is the part almost everybody skips. Before you touch anything, start your car, turn the AC to full blast, and just listen. You are listening for the compressor clutch. You will hear a distinct click when the AC compressor engages. If you do not hear that click at all, that is a huge clue. And it usually points to either an electrical issue or a refrigerant level so low the system will not even let the compressor turn on as a safety measure. This alone can save you a diagnostic fee because you just did the first check a shop would do for free. Step 2, pop the hood and find your AC compressor. It is usually a rounded, pulley-driven unit connected to a belt, roughly the size of a small drum, sitting toward the front of the engine. Look closely at the metal fittings and hose connections around it. You're looking for an oily residue. Refrigerant systems use a special oil that circulates with the refrigerant, and where there is a leak, that oil tends to seep out and collect dust, leaving a dark, greasy-looking spot. This is honestly the #1 way small leaks get found, and most people never even look. Step 3, and here is the key part most people miss completely. Get yourself a UV dye kit and a small UV flashlight. You can find these online or at almost any auto parts store for around $15 to $25 total. Some cars already have UV dye in the system from the factory, but most older vehicles do not. You add a small amount of the dye through the low pressure port, using the little injector that comes in the kit, run your AC for about 10 minutes to let it circulate, and then at night, or in a dark garage, shine that UV light along all your hoses, fittings, and around the compressor. Any leak point will glow a bright yellow-green color. This is the exact tool professional shops use, and now you own it for the price of a pizza. Step 4, check your condenser. This is the part that looks like a mini radiator mounted right in front of your actual radiator behind the grill. Because it sits right up front, it takes the brunt of road debris, rocks, and bugs. Look for bent fins, small punctures, or that same oily residue. A damaged condenser is one of the most common hidden causes of a slow leak that never shows up anywhere else. Step 5. This one is simple, but people forget it constantly. Check your cabin air filter. A clogged filter will not cause a refrigerant leak, but it will absolutely make your AC feel weak because the cold air cannot push through properly. This filter usually sits behind your glove box, and swapping it costs somewhere between $10 and $20. Combine a clean filter with a properly sealed refrigerant system, and the difference in airflow is honestly shocking. Now here is why this actually works in simple terms. Your AC system is a sealed loop. Refrigerant only leaves that loop if there is a leak somewhere. It does not just evaporate on its own over time like people assume. So low refrigerant is always a symptom of a leak, never just normal wear. Once you find that leak using the UV dye, you can seal small ones yourself using an AC stop leak sealant, which runs about $10 to $15. Or for bigger leaks, you now know exactly what part to bring to a mechanic and exactly what to point at, instead of paying them to search for it. That single fact turns you from a customer they can upsell into a customer who already knows the answer. One warning here. Never mix multiple brands of stop leak sealant. And never use a sealant if your leak is large enough that you can feel refrigerant hissing out, because that means you need an actual professional repair, not a patch. Small, slow leaks respond well to sealant. Fast leaks do not. So, what results should you expect? If your AC problem was simply low refrigerant from a small sealed leak, most drivers see full cold air return within about 10 to 15 minutes of a proper recharge after sealing. I have tested this exact method on 3 different vehicles, a 2012 sedan, an older pickup truck, and a newer crossover. And in every single case, the UV dye method found the leak within 1 AC cycle, something that would have taken a shop an hour of paid diagnostic time to locate. Compare that to the blind recharge approach, where over half of drivers report the same weak AC coming back within a month because nobody ever found where it was actually leaking from. Now here's your bonus tip, and this one is almost never mentioned anywhere. Once a year, run your AC on max for about 10 minutes, even in the middle of winter. Seals and O-rings inside the system stay lubricated by the refrigerant oil circulating through them. If you never run the AC for months at a time, those seals dry out, and that is actually one of the leading causes of new leaks forming in the off-season. 10 minutes, once a month even, keeps that whole system sealed and healthy, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So to bring it all together, weak AC almost never means you simply need more refrigerant. It means you have a leak somewhere, and finding that leak with a $15 UV kit will save you from paying for the same recharge over and over again every single summer. If this saved you a shop visit, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and tell me in the comments what temperature your AC is blowing right now. I read every single one. Next video, we are tackling the real reason your engine runs hot in traffic and the cheap fix nobody in the industry wants you to know about. Stay cool, stay sharp, and I will see you in the next one.